was the last thing? Did I lose or win the last? Okay. Obviously. Lost the last fight. Alright. That means starting off on the right step. Look at that. Top 2,000. Somebody just moved up. You want to know a trick? A little life hack. Whenever your stuff gets gunky and the top is clear and clean, just blow inward. If you would like to be saved from the initial punch in the throat of whatever it is that you have that may jam with gunk and deals with airflow. Baby girl, this baby girl. Now it's gonna hurt your face, so hold your cheeks with the hand that you're not using. But it is a lot easier than trying to pull air in and then the wax hits your face or your tongue. Now you got candle face. A little better. That one may be, it's been a while. I finally had that for maybe 2 months. I've had this one for probably like 3 months. Okay. No need to be sentimental. Let me focus up. When you're fighting for a lot of things, you got time for love. When you fought enough, you have love. And when you have time for change, emotional intelligence. I'm not gonna hurt my feelings.
Ready to fight? Ready.
To learn something.
Oh, and there's that inside leg kick, and just
I don't
slap
practice
yourself
confirmation
hard
bias.
on the inside of your leg and tell me how that feels.
I mean, it really hurts because that's the soft part of your leg. So you land that over and over again. The guy will have a very tough time maneuvering out of a lot of the techniques you throw at him.
Straight punch there again. Been there all night.
Citations, as in references.
That's a big hook.
Those things, they differ.
Oh, lands yet another hook. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course. It's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
Great job mixing the tempo and speed of these kicks.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
That chance.
Oh, nice left hook. Circling to his right. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Yeah, when I did gymnastics too, I didn't do any distraction.
This offense coming his way.
He's getting really
bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Nice jab there.
Distraction in the bag.
Wow, this striker has come out swinging hard.
I'm not
sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Something to take my attention away from something, which I'm doing that's dangerous. He's not forward time. Five in for dangerous as well. But you don't have to fight for that. And if you do fight someone, you're only fighting yourself.
Oh, look at well, he's able to get back up here.
You're fighting your own pain. You're fighting your own emotions. You're fighting your own failure. You're fighting your own doubt. You're fighting your own embarrassment. You're fighting your own possible shame of yourself for not being able to follow through with what you already know you can to the best of your ability.
I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
The world thinks that they put that type of pressure on you, but when you put that pressure on you, when you are in a ring, which put that added pressure on you, the pressures of a world in which they are placing on you is a projection of their own insecurities, fears, and regrets. Way pop before. I didn't do gymnastics because anyone told me I have to. And everyone makes it a point to be like, you didn't have to do that. Regardless if I had to do it or not, I made the decision to do gymnastics. And what comes with doing that isn't just getting skills. It's the emotions that come with it, the stress that comes with it, the pressure that comes with it, the weight of perfection that comes with it. To get to a certain level, you would only know how much it took if you ever did the sport. But if you've never done the sport, and you've done other sports, how simple it is for someone to get to the top and be the first in many other sports is reliant on their teammates. For a duration of time, gymnastics is 6 events for men. Over a duration of time, that still equals out to the same time possible of a football game, if not longer. In preparation and in teardown. As someone who has worked in the Arnold Classic for gymnastics to support the setup, teardown, as someone who's worked with the circus, to support with the teardown of the circus tent and the putting together of the circus tent, as someone who has performed at halftime basketball games, baseball outings, family events, block parties, parades, corporate events, convention centers, fairs, to tell me because I am the age that I am, that I lack a certain degree of life experience, when life experience is a dictation of life traveled, which was once not such a freedom to people before it was a freedom to people. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of time not talking to your girlfriend, not talking to your mom, not talking to your dad, not talking to your siblings, not talking to your friends. And also learning that your friends, even when they're around you, you still may not talk to them. It takes a certain level of maturity to do what I have done and not try to do that to destroy anything. I've spent I've spent nights in cities and hotels. I've never been in cities before, in a hotel, chilling, sometimes by myself, in the room by myself, sometimes with the bros. I know what it's like to be alone, and I know what it's like to travel the world by yourself. And I'm not talking about the complete world, every continent, every state, every location, every province, all those things. I'm talking about, I know what it means to get up off my back, off the ground, get up on my feet, walk to where I'm going, get in the car, travel from place to place, get on the airplane, do my own flighting, do my own layovers, trains, Greyhound, buses, boats. I didn't say ferries. So again, just because I don't talk about my experience, just because I don't boast about my experience, just because I am humble, simply because I choose to stay peaceful, doesn't mean I haven't experienced anything before my midlife crisis, which became the focal point of my healing journey. Because that was before all of that. I've raised with other people over $150,000 for less fortunate people, not to be considered homeless, regardless if that's their state of being or not. Within a emotional intelligence training called Next Level Training, VIP 18. I am a powerful, intense spiritual leader. So if you want to know my name, I am Damon A. Mosley Jr., John Livingston C., resurrected in flesh, taking my time. But before I'm taking my time, I was going really fast and not in the wrong direction. I have driven over millions of miles in states and cities I have never been before I had been. When people talk about real, real is real. Materials are things that can be determined to be fake, as in inanimated objects with no action or reflex of their own. Crazy is not knowing how to ask proper questions and believing that you're going to get the answer that you're looking for. And here's the kicker. Even if you know how to ask questions properly, do you know how to receive the answer? It doesn't matter if I am who I say I am. It doesn't matter if I've done everything that I said that I've done. It doesn't matter if I'm a corrective exercise specialist, mindfulness certified, life coach certified, CPR certified, belay certified, a certified individual with the components to be a yoga instructor, a Pilates instructor, a physical therapist, because knowledge builds on itself. So what you don't know about someone, what you don't know about their intelligence, is the things that you're trying to take away from them by trying to say they are what your emotions tell you that they are. Know thyself. Because if you don't, people will try to say that they know you to other people. And other people will think that you are exactly who someone paints you to be, when who they paint you to be is never internal to who you are. No matter what happens, when you're real, you're real. I'm playing the game right now. Not really. I'm waiting. And even when I play the games, I don't even consider it playing the games. I don't even consider it being competitive. I consider myself learning continuously. So does 1,541 feel different than 8,000? No, it doesn't. Because the improvements that I've made on the game, you can't see unless I'm playing the game. But I will always sit in whatever rank position that I am in. If I'm in my ranking position, and my ranking position goes up to 1, and I'm in rank position so 1 that 1 is 0, even when I stop, or it appears that I've stopped, I'll still be in that position. because the work in which I put in to be there is the knowledge and the wisdom that those who are working to try to get in that position want to know. So even if those people get in position 1 and I'm still in 0, they got to position 1 because of what they learned from me, what they learned by me. That can be in physical presence, that can be in visual time management from one person outside looking in. Sociology is amazing because those who do know me, and I'm not talking about just know me in spirit, like those who do know me, like those who have grown up with me, and I'm not talking about friends and family, I'm talking about family and friends, because there are a lot of people that know me personally, and there are a lot of people who understand and have had been around me to push buttons properly, with great health, with great mindfulness, how to love and how to strengthen it, even if that wasn't how I was identified. Making our connections go whatever directions that they do go. People understand why things happen. I've never had to tell these people why these things happen. And it takes a social skill, not a social disadvantage, to know these things. So they have learned other skills taught from me, by me, in position to tangle safely with no malice intent and learn what they need to learn. Many people want to take everything, which means they never wanted anything to begin with. What is the most disrespectful thing you can say? And even if I never respond, telling you how disrespectful it is for you to say whatever you say out of your mouth, when I'm smiling in your face, to the disrespect that you decide to be given out, especially when you know that it's disrespect to be given out. I will be eating at your spirit with the biggest smile because it is beautiful and it is scary. And I will no longer be smiling just to smile. I'm going to smile. And I'll let you know this. The happier I look, the more pain I'm actually in. As somebody who knows myself, the happier I look, the more pain I am in because of what I've been through and how that alters the body and the pain that comes with being happy. My rib cage collapsed. It was challenging to laugh and it hurt every time I did what felt good. You don't know my pain until your bones hurt so bad that your laugh goes away because of the pain. to then eventually learn how to continue to be happy, laugh, and to be joyful through the pain to the point no one else around you can see it. And it's not about pretending. I don't want to be happy for nobody else, even if I'm happy for everyone in the world. That's for me. I don't have to smile at no one, because when I do, it's going to hurt you. My biggest smile last came out when I was in the most pain. And I didn't even get to see that face. You have a emotional body, a physical body, a mental body. That would be your, spiritual body. So through my experience, my emotional, I'll say mental for the light, emotional, light. What I got, spiritual. Did I say physical? See, my experience, like known in the Oriental culture, right? The number 4 means something, right? And I named 4 things that were all individual parts placed together, which all had separate at the same time. And I was already working on mind, body, spirit, and soul, like y'all are, because I was, because I am, because I normalized it, because I fought for the right for people to call you selfish for being self-loving. I did that. And I'm still fighting for that while everyone else is deciding that somehow that the pathway that you're following, that you've been to the places in your pathway that I've been. And it's not about driving. I've done that millions of miles. It's not about flying. I've been in planes millions of miles. It's not about money. All at the same time, those parts of the being were pulling themselves back together, right? And that's what we call life, when you see it all as one. So the pain from smiling is possible if you have been in a tremendous amount of pain with your facial expression and a smile, because it does not mean that you're happy just because your teeth are showing. It means something different, and it's called a snarl, something you see in nature amongst different entities who speak not the same language as you, though it has body language, which is the first language that exists, and it's the only language that connects all beings at the same time. The only language that connects everybody is social cues, and some people use social cues as a disadvantage to put things in a zoo. Nothing is put in confinement for itself. Anything that's put in confinement is put in confinement based off of the fears, the irregulation of self, ill, intent, regulation, expression of others. I have a lot to say, though I don't have anything that I necessarily desire to talk about. I have things that I talk about. Nothing that's on my mind. I'm like, I can't wait to go and talk about that, do this and do that. That's called anxiety. I'm not thinking, did I trip the wrong way yesterday? Unless I need to know how I tripped so today I can trip the right way. I am a nose breather most times. My teeth are very sharp. I do not advise you try to control my face with your fingers unless you want me to eat your fingers. The only person that needs to be controlling this body is me. Because if you brush up against me the wrong way, you're going to hurt yourself. And it's not, you push me, you're going to hurt yourself. If you push me, I'm going to go in the direction that you push me. I said, if you brush up against me the wrong way, you're going to hurt yourself. Not if you push me, you're going to hurt yourself. If you push me, I'm going in the direction that you push me. Because supposedly I'm nonchalant. And I've survived a lot of things. So when you push me away, I'll have enough time to decide when you decide how you want to move your body. What part of you I want to take. And what I mean by that is this. If you are threatening my livelihood, I have the right to defend myself entirely violently without a weapon, if I so need to. So if you decide to throw your hands closed at my face, I will take your arm off with my face. If you decide to throw your open hand at my face, I will take your hands off you with my teeth. I have been through a lot of things. Do not put your hands in my face, especially if we have never been intimate, because I am asexual. And if you have never been intimate with me, you don't have a soft place in my heart at all that way. I am respectful, cordial, and I am a kind individual. A lot of people play with boundaries, and they're protected by the police and everybody else around who is in fear of the danger that can come from a man defending himself or a woman defending herself. So those who know how to properly defend themselves are left with a decision to make. Do I swallow my pride? Not because I'm trying to be the bigger person, but because I am the best me possible. And I have a lot of great things ahead of me. And I do not need to ruin my own life because someone else is envious and jealous of what they did not work for, what they did not earn before it was time to be put in judgment. There is a real great reason why I'm deciding to be asexual. Because anyone that I am intimate with, anyone that I have ever been intimate with, is someone that I love. Not someone that I need to possess, not someone I need to keep around, not someone who needs to be in my life all the time for me to continuously be given in aura, in spirit, in prayer, and any other thing that I do, protection, guidance, and love. I am not y'all. Just because I'm not with them, just because they did me wrong, just because it feels like they did me wrong, don't mean I discard the love that I put into things. So I'm not giving nobody a chance to be in my heart. You understand that? Now, if you do it on your own and you be like, yeah, I got it, that don't mean you're in my heart. You understand that? I will never be interested in men sexually. If I have done anything and chose to do anything, women are the thing that had my heart before I knew where to place my heart. As a collective, they do not have my heart. Men never had it. You understand that, right? This is about love. That's what it's about. And if I had to go away from love, if I had to go so far the opposite direction of love, so love does exist one day, I'm the one making that sacrifice and I'm the first one to do it while everyone is jumping on a bandwagon trying to get something out of it. I'm not doing this to get nothing, and I can't say I'm not doing this to not get nothing. Nobody gets to determine what I mean or what I have gone on. I'm mature. And to represent those things, I have to put boundaries in place. If people want to touch the body, if people want to be around the body, if people want to steal the knowledge, I just make sure that even if you think the real heart is the thing that matters, that's not what matters. It's not in death you'll have my heart. Especially if in life you couldn't even bandage the wounds of it without being asked. Not without me expressing anything, not without me saying nothing, not without me showing nothing, not without me being a specific way or being any other way, not without you being able to pay attention, not with you not paying attention. I'm not into the show everybody what you got going on. I'm comfortable with myself. So I'd be comfortable in any situation. That doesn't mean I'm okay with showing everybody everything, doing anything with everybody. That's the difference. That's the thing that people mistake. People mistake my ability to be okay with myself, to accept myself completely as something that makes me switch teams. Or be a player. If people are going to see me as a player or someone who's switching teams, and I know where I'm at, I'm going to absolve all confirmation. And if that take a long time, all right, whoop-de-doo. Everybody decided to create a direction because they were looking for a destination. And the thing about this rabbit hole is once you go down the rabbit hole, you pull a hat out the rabbit's ass. And then you got to put that hat on. After you've been down the rabbit hole, you have to pull a hat out of the rabbit's ass. And whatever you want to think about it, because my hat clean. What you mean? I don't even got to put mine on my head. I just throw it up. It float above my head. I ain't even got to do nothing. Because I didn't place a judgment on what it is. I wasn't trying to determine the end of it. That's what love is. Not trying to determine the end of something. I know what love is. I'm waiting for everybody else to figure out what in them is the thing that love looks like so that you can cipher through yourself and then get the words that I just said. Stealing. How could you steal something if everything was here, yeah? Because that's what you would say if I said it. Love isn't looking for the end. That's why it's called a relationship, because a ship on water that sails always move forwards. Reunion of man and woman. It's never too late to move forward, not get over somebody. Moving forward in that way look like going backwards. So when you like, all right, how they gonna be like the last one? What they gonna do just like the last one? I already seen these tricks before. I already know how this is gonna be. And then if it's not, confusion. And the confusion makes you create a disruption because you're emotionally hijacked that what you wanted to happen didn't happen. So you try to cause it to happen. Catch 22. People can surprise you. If you can surprise yourself, then people will always be able to surprise you. That doesn't mean you'll be caught off guard. If you can surprise yourself, then people can surprise you. So you don't know everything about everything. You don't know everything about everybody. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. It does matter how actually intelligent you are. That part matters. That's the thing that matters the most. When I tell people I've been to college, I'm not telling you I've been to college just because. I'm telling you I've been to college because I didn't just at high school decide because nobody's making me go to school, I'm not going to go to school. I didn't decide just because I'm grown enough that I can do whatever I want, even if this is whatever I want and nobody knows I'm doing whatever I want. Don't have to say that. It don't got to be that way. The purpose is, how much intelligence do you need to be in college? To pass a year? To pass 2 years? How, how long do you have to? And then, if you've ever been, how challenging is it? It's not about I'm more intelligent than you are. If you've ever been to college, especially a 4-year university, you know college is like having 12 different jobs. So when people complain about working and having all these different jobs, doing all these different things, having to socialize and do all of this, but you didn't go to college, you don't know. They throw you in there and they be like, freshie week, campus, this and that. We put a lot of stuff out there. Go socialize. You don't know nobody. Everybody's a stranger here. Even the people you know are strangers here. They'd be like, how many credits you need? 18, 21, 35? How many credits you need? I took a lot of credits my first semester. I think I had like 6 classes my first semester, probably, if not more than that. I was not playing around. First year, I busted out a majority of everything I needed to. All the important things that I needed to build up my major. Not everything that I needed to build up the name of the major. The major point was what I want to go for: psychological counseling, clinical counseling. What classes do I need to take to actually be that before I am actually in the position to not get paid, to be an intern? No. You're paying back your debt with your internship, and you're not even that far through it once you get done with the internship. And then you want a house, you want a car, you want relationships, you want to be cool, you want to fit in, you want the best food, you want the best scenery. No compromise. And then you get into your position of work, and all the things you used to play about wanting: the best food, the best car. You got the best that you know to be the best, or you got whatever you have. And everyone else is judging you based off of that instead of all the hard work that you went through of those 12 jobs on campus, all the hoops you had to jump through, all the people you had to clear yourself from, all the people that you hung out with, all the events that you went through, all the things that you experienced, the parties on the weekends, and then partying the day before you got to go to class, and then or staying up all night and then going to class, or partying before, then you go straight to class, or you go to class and then you go party, you do your homework, and then you either crash at your place, your dorm, or you go to somebody else's place, or you got your own house, or you got your own dorm, or you know some people that got their own house. All those kinds of things. Socializing is not my problem. I did that. I've been in that part of life. So, this time, right now, still as a young man who hasn't been old enough to be tired and still be fatigued when it comes to life, there is still more for me to learn, even if I've learned a lot. So just because you believe me to be intelligent, do not stifle my growth because you think that I have more than you have. Nobody's given me intelligence. I've earned this. For all the stories in history, for all the racism that goes on towards the young black men about their fathers not returning back home, for all the things that everybody else knows about people, right? Yes, I'm Native American, right? Cool. Still, they gonna call me what they call me. Most of them probably gonna call me Hispanic. So, when it comes to that, if they know so much, and that's what you heard, but that's not what you see, my statistic teacher told me this in college, and after she told me this, I knew that I already knew everything that I knew. She told me this. She said that the statistics are fluffed. She told the entire class, not just me. She told the entire class that statistics are fluffed, that they don't show you the entire number. What they do is take a small region of a totality of a way, way larger number that looks scary and tells you actual truth. And they break it down into categories so you can be distracted, right? This is what I'm getting from it at this point. They break it down into categories so you can be distracted by what it looked like and not what it is. So it's never what it is. People say it is what it is. I'm the one who actually mean it is what it is. After I learned that, something that I already knew before getting in there, something I already prepared my mind to be understanding. I was like, no way. Because even if I do go further, they're going to just try to work it so that even if I do make it into it, they're going to try to use all the knowledge that I have and say that psychology somehow developed it itself. I'd rather be God. And that's why I dropped out of college. Because I knew who I was before then. I didn't know until I knew, but I knew. I'm not going to say you don't know until you know, but I didn't know until I knew, but I knew before I knew who I was, who I am. Like this time that I'm in right now. I used to dream a lot when I slept. Now, like all the things that were dreams, it's like all the different realities that are parallel to one another, they all exist simultaneous. I know that direction because I like history. Social studies, my favorite class, which is where we began. So let me do a grand rapture and wrap that poop up. If you think it's a mess to hear, you know I'm trying to say. One get slick back with the rick back, kick back on the flip sack. You know what I mean? That feel good, but that's not the real. It's real when you in it. that's how I feel about love. It's not real. It's real when you're in it. Other than that, that's the positive, the neutral, and the negative. Let's see where we move to. Did I move from the leaderboard at all? Okay. Because that's really what I was waiting for. I just wanted to see how far I was going to move. How far I would stray from where I was at on the leaderboard. Not that fun. I don't really like the daytime. Not much more. How much longer am I going to talk? Let's get this thing started there. Yeah, that was my only distraction right there. A life to save. You know what I mean? Sometimes. When I was younger, I used to think that I was supposed to, be in women's life to show them what a good man is so that they can, move on to, their best self.
Ready.
All right, so here we are back in Newark, New Jersey, inside the Prudential Center for another monumental UFC event. And I think the biggest memory for me in this building.
You don't know who your best self is until the worst is taken out of you.
That was as inspiring
I don't mean brought out of you, because you humans have no idea how to use living. The irony of words is what you think you know about it is what you gather from it. Why do you think they always seem to be better at seeming to hurt, but somehow stronger at the same time? Because somebody has to take that away from you. And if you're going to take something from a woman, how about you take her pain from her? I didn't say take her problems from her, because you can never do that.
Somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
Take her pain. You have to learn about your emotions to do that. You have to actually go through something to do that. So, of course, men may go through heartbreak a lot more. But if women don't know what to do with their bodies, you can't be in a relationship with someone. And then teach them what they need to learn, or you need to be hurt. Because if you know that you're supposed to be teaching about the emotions, then you would do that. And you would do that safely, and you would know how to actively feel something. That's not just a physical thing, that's a spiritual thing when it comes to mental. So when you have the power to run your mouth, you should run your mouth in a healing manner so that you could do what your energy is supposed to do for this world instead of throwing your body away so that you can get what you want. You could get what you want, but you still got to do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't do what you need to do and you just get what you want, even if the world is lying to you, telling you that you're making it a better place, that's when the world has then started to be able to take advantage of the same thing that you think you're getting from the world on you.
Referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 30 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Comeback Kid.
Watch this eclipse.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
When the Bible says that women are supposed to serve, that's the kind of serving that they're talking about. It's all kinds of servers in this world. People get it confused. Serve as in support, nurture, grow, develop. But y'all take that one thing that grows by itself because you do nothing to develop the same problem. You don't take your mind and your mouth and words to develop and grow the aura, energy, frequency, anything of somebody who's given their life away just to love you. And in wisdom, they say when somebody's hurting and they're still showing you love, that's someone that you take care of. That's every man that has ever been in a relationship with any woman at any given time, at any point in time in life that has ever existed. So when you say men are the problem, that you don't need men anymore, if men were gone, the things that give you pleasure in life would no longer have such a spike, as in a thing to counter, to tell you that there's something worse than it. So when you get desensitized to the pleasures over time, there will be no pleasure in existence. And once there is no pleasure in existence, you will then be faced with your real self. And before we get to the bad part, I'll just tell you, that's the day when violence becomes really prevalent. Because when you have nothing to do but mess with other people, it then becomes violent. If those other people are not accepting of that. And women need their space to do certain things. Women need space from women. And that's the problem. Women need space from women. And women do things to men that only men know, but men act like it's good for them to have happen to them. But women do that to women on a scale that you could not even imagine being a way to detriment someone's life. There have been many women that have killed many women this same way, just because men do not put any order or any discipline when it comes to the way that women handle them, treat them, or act with them, just to have your private space, your private time. Everyone wants to rush into having their own place, their own stuff. And that ends up having you have to be coupled up with someone because the way the world works. A space, a time, a space, a time when there's just women, there will be only violence. Because there won't be anything with no joke intended for it. There will be nothing to penetrate their bodies to place them in a pain that seems to be pleasurable besides things that can kill them. Without men, all women would eventually kill all women. Because without a joke intended, there is nothing that can penetrate them and be pleasurable besides things that can kill them. Because if you look in time, in the history, even the technological things that women have made are things that can kill you. It's something that can help you. It's something that's super healthy. It's something that's super positive. And too much of something good can be bad. And so, of course, the things that men create seem to be mediocre because it gives you leeway to pull yourself back into good. You be like, this screwdriver right here, it ain't working. You can't say the screwdriver not working. You're not working. So they get a drill and they put the drill in there. It's like, Now, it's not rotating. What's not rotating? That's how you ask the question properly. What is not rotating properly? You do not just flat out say what and expect someone to read your mind. What is an expression that someone does not have to respond to? So, women want things to be perfect. A robot is going to be perfect at what you program it to do. And if it ever not do that, it has the capability to kill you. And you can't do anything about it. You can't blame anybody else about it. You can't blame the robot either. Men are the only thing in existence that women can blame for the death of them. And the day that men stop allowing women to blame men for the death of them is the day that you truly see how and who women are as a collective. If you do not do it as a collective, then you will be always stuck in a monarch matrix called the butterfly effect, where something goes from a caterpillar, a little kid, to a butterfly, an adult. And what they program you in your childhood, you end up doing in your adulthood, and there's no way to unprogram yourself. And when you do know how to do that, then there are sleeper agents which are put in place called crabs in a barrel that will try to kill you for being different. Called witches, warlocks, satanic individuals. Those who consider the practice of satanic worship the action of killing, similar to the KKK, in a white-collared crime way. I didn't say white people. I just referenced a group that, in the name of God, kills for selfish intentions. They're not killing anybody for God. They're killing people for themselves. And that's satanic worship. They're not defending anyone besides themselves, and depending on if they are or not defending anyone besides themselves, dictates something much more greater, which slips through the crack called confirmation bias to deter the wrongdoing of individuals such as women having sexual activity considered rape with younger men. And then getting out of prison. Imagine when those young men get older. Those women get out of prison. They're protected by their families and everybody who still loves them no matter what. They still have an eye on the person that they preyed on. They're still preying on the person. And then when that person gets older, things change. And then they're preying on that person that they had once invaded their boundaries before they knew that those borders were things that they needed to have. That's what women do. So again, I know it's draining and daunting. Men are the only thing that women can accuse and have take accountability for killing women. They use men to kill animals so they are protected from wildlife by the men that they would kill for the men that they do not want. It's not natural selection. It's satanic worship called the Forbidden Movement which is ran by witches who control warlocks, who have cults, to plan movements, set scenes, use finances to change the tides, has family embedded, and they use the thing that they're trying to provide you with as fear for the thing that they are trying to take if you give in to fear. That's how people who practice satanic worship work. Regardless if you can identify it or not. After I've said it, it's done. Regardless if anybody has heard it or not, it changes the world around me. I know some people want to punch me in the throat, but if they did, I fear they would break their own hand. I've been punched in the throat more than one time, more than a handful of times. So when we talk about pain, well, there is no pain in death. It's only pain in surviving death. There is no pain in death. There is only pain in surviving death. And that's why they created slaves. So they can put you in pain for surviving the journey that you were supposed to die on. You weren't brought here as cattle. You were taken here so that you can traverse the land and be put in front so that you can see if it's safe enough for those who are scared to do anything, to do nothing. There is no pain in death. There is only pain in surviving death. That's why when a loved one dies, that's what people call people. When someone that someone loved passes, there's pain for the people that are here. But the only reason why that person doesn't feel any more pain is because no one paid attention to the pain that they was feeling in life. Someone ignored the pain that they was dealing with in life. Y'all gave up on them before anyone else could do anything about anything to help them because y'all too busy chasing distraction. Early families, your own stuff, just so the people who work hard for you to stay alive, which is challenging in itself, don't even get to experience happiness from the things that you have been improving in on. Humans are selfish. Yes, they are. That's why we don't fear death. There is no pain in it. And the death that does have pain in it, like electrocuting people and hanging people, that's done for the pleasure of watching pain should not exist, because there should be no happiness in ending someone's happiness. Joy, the death of God's joy, sloth, sin, watching other people in pain, and doing nothing in no way possible to do anything. I'm not going around no places where you tell me I gotta watch people in pain. Especially if you're gonna punish me for knowing how to do something you never could even possibly begin to do. Love has nothing to do with physical attraction to me. Never did. Now I'm teaching myself how to really understand that. How to really understand that, so I can overstand what's inside myself. A connection no one has ever even come to within the human body, because you're too worried about money. You're too worried about intimacy. You're too worried about what somebody is and isn't doing for you. You're not worried about going through the flame and the fire to be close to those that you love. But y'all easily put others in the flame and the fire so you can have everything that you love. The thing about the devil is this: when you get everything that you want and you don't think about the people that are around you, if you didn't get it the right way, as in earnest, without cheating, and especially without the sins, which is challenging to do sometimes, and every pleasure that you have got will be the thing that burns those that you love. Because yes, hearts are good. That's what keeps you alive. Though it's not what keeps those around you alive. Your heart is not what keeps everybody else alive. Because if your heart was what kept everybody else alive, you would never have to burn nobody else for you to have everything that you want. And that's righteous. Nah, it needed to be said just like that while waiting. I know I can talk, play the game at the same time, but I'm not trying to womanize the concept here. I'm not trying to move too fast, and that's the problem. Like people think, like people try to hypersexualize me because of confidence and comfort and self. And then they like to tell you that I'm lazy. I move steady. Not I move at my own pace. I move at a progressive pace because I have far more training and progressive steps within learning called child psychology, which teaches me about myself before it teaches me about anybody else. I don't use psychology on other people. I use psychology on myself. Therefore, I become more creative instead of dense. Dark psychology is psychology is using someone else's psychology or mentality against them. It's not something you're doing to try to figure out who they are. It's something that you're doing to make them look like who you want them to look like. Similar with sarcasm. If somebody understands sarcasm, they're the problem. If they don't understand sarcasm, they're an idiot. To those who use sarcasm and judge other people for the way that they respond to sarcasm. I'm going to say it again. There is no pain in death. There is only pain in surviving death. So when you wake up every morning and you do literature and social studies, definitions, and you look up the term mourning, all the ways it can be, not just all the ways it can look, because it only sounds one way, no matter how you say it. That's called a spell. Because you could say morning and mean AM, or you could say morning and you could say that someone has a grievance that they are within. So when we go to sleep and we wake up and you feel that pain, when you feel that pain when you wake up in the morning, if you're not working through it, you never woke up to begin with. And I don't mean the pain of the structures around you. If you wake up in the morning and you have pain, no matter what you got, no matter what the process is, if you're not working through it, you didn't really get up. And that's how it's going to make your mentality feel. And then that's where the brain fog comes in. And then that's where the laziness comes in. And it's not you taking time to develop something. Like, you know that you've been lazy. And can't nobody saying you've been lazy. You know it. Even if somebody's saying you've been lazy and you've not been lazy because you know you're not being lazy, don't mean nothing. But if it match up at the same time, somebody will try to take advantage of it. So you have to get ahead of that. And everybody else will try to be on time with you to make it seem like you're behind them. And then they try to use your brain fog as a way to jet past you in a race against you for what's yours because you can sustain it. That if they were to gather, they would not be able to sustain it. And if you done your stuff, you done your due diligence, you done from the morning to not feeling nothing, from not feeling nothing to the morning to the working through it, through the brain fog, you done it all right, right? We talk about one day, which transpires to multiple days. It's like a set. One push-up. All right, cool. Two push-ups. All right, cool. Three push-ups. All right, cool. I can't count them no more. I lost count, but I still doing push-ups. All right, cool. All right, cool. And you keep your discipline. That's called righteousness, not pride. Because you wear that. That's your armor. That's your defense. That's your jury. That's your judge. That's your attorney. And when someone try to get you into your brain fog, at that point you don't already got yourself used to being in brain fog. They try to get you into a place that's uncomfortable for them. But you're comfortable in that place. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because I get sharper every step of the way. And I don't expect myself to. It's not a standard for me to. I am actively engaged in this process every moment of my existence. There is no choice. It's not giving motivation. It's not speaking facts. I'm telling you who I am. I'm telling you what I've experienced. And I'm placing it into words that you can fathom, that you can understand, that you can grasp, that you can take somewhere, that you can do something with inside yourself, if not in life first. I'm teaching people how to find a fish without a fishing pole. Because it does not make you more fit to find your fish. And eating that fish shortcomes you. You understand? I'm teaching you what it takes to be grateful for what it is that you are already in earnest. It's putting building blocks to the stone wall. It's giving you places to, if you want to stop. I'm not saying you will, but if you are forced to stop, how many steps you got to take? What does it really take to get this thing? Do I have respect for the thing in which I am trying to help nourish myself? Most people who know how to fish would not know how to catch a fish. Most people who know how to fish would not be able to go theirself to catch a fish. That requires you to do that with your hands. Anything that is an attachment from you when it comes to literature, when you're reading the Bible, when you're reading anything, and you say, you show a man how to fish, right? That's the action. That's you doing it. Like the Filipinos, like the people who live on the water, like the people who fish with their bodies for their life, their entire life, for longer than 7 minutes, longer periods of time that you would do for play. These people do this respectfully for a long period of time to feed their family. I show a man how to fish so he can know how to fish, so he can know how to catch a fish himself for the rest of his life. That's what it is about leading a man into manhood. I say leading a boy into manhood. That's what it's like leading a man into manhood. Because at a certain time, a man can still impregnate a woman of any age who is able to conceive. Your semen make you a man, not what's on the outside of you. Your reproductive system. How do you product yourself? How do you conduct yourself? not how do you compress, how you recompress, how you relax. That's why most people find in fitness what their discipline looks like, not what discipline look like, what their discipline look like. You understand? Because everybody has everybody got their method, even if all methods are crossing. Everybody got their own methods. Exactly. How willing, how God willing, because God gave you willpower, right? God gave you free will, right? How willing are you to be the one to die for what it is you want? If you can't stand in front of the bullets that you shooting, then don't ever put nobody in front of the bullets you shooting. Don't make you more or less alive. It don't make you more or less alive to point a gun and take something away from someone you never gave to them. Now, if somebody took your money from them, if somebody took your money from you, what you need to be getting back? If we got a gang of people and they fighting about money, what do y'all need to be getting back? You don't need to be getting back lives. You need to be getting back the money. So it's not a no holds barred to the death. It's no holds barred to a solution. That's what love is. That's what passion is. That's what discipline is. That's strength and courage. People talk about it's so challenging for the body, it's so challenging for the mind, this and that. It is a challenge. Are you going to pay for it? Or are you going to put money out into the world to lose it? You understand? You could be ungrateful for what you got, but you can't be ungrateful for what you replaced. You could be ungrateful for what you got, but you cannot be ungrateful for what you replace. Because if you got a nice little flat pancake on the backside of your glutes, but you still got livelihood in them muscles, them fibers, them tendons, the joints, then you can pay for it in time. Called dedication. And after you pay for it in time, whatever you was complaining about, even if you kept complaining about it and it changed, you would be delusional as soon as whatever it was changed, no matter how you felt. That's what being God willing is. Sometimes you got to will yourself to look past what you see in the mirror because the mirror can change. The mirror can even break. And if the mirror can break, and you think you look bad now, You don't want to see yourself in a broken mirror. Because you're going to see yourself for who you really are. A million pieces. Infinite millions of pieces. All right. Was I at 15 though? I mean, I was probably less than this. 13. Wait a second. It is fluctuating. Wait a second. I was 13, 17, 13. Is that what I was? Before that, then I went to 13, 17. It's called uncruel punishment. Like the death penalty is uncruel punishment, not the death penalty. The death penalty is you can stay alive. That's what the death penalty is. That's what they used to do to slaves. That's what they do to people now. They'll put them in a waiting time so they can think about dying. And then they'll kill them. Which creates knots and dense spirits that don't go anywhere and they stay here. You do somebody right, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You do people wrong or people that you know do some people wrong, you got to worry about something, right? You do that in spirit, you can't see what you're worried about.
Well, this building has hosted some of the biggest
And that's why a lot of people be worried.
history, and now MMA making its presence felt. We are underway and ready for live action here at Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he
Check
can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
I ain't worried about this. This is not me running around. I mean, it's not me running away. It's me
all these shots coming.
Man, get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. And now leather being thrown on. Just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to watch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
I'm going to keep leaning back.
Right hand. Huge left. And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here. Oh, how technical is that?
I got another one.
Oh, he's got him hurting here.
Oh, right hand lands. There you go. There it is again. Look at that. Now he's back up.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over. Massive hook lands. And
Oh, it's because you know your time is coming.
seems to be on his way out of the fight.
All right, well, good news isn't rough, and bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks, and I know you'd like to play Tony. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked out near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that
People don't know
likely would have been
patience.
the end of his night.
They wouldn't even wait to take a break.
All right, so there's the end of the
I
round.
can't
As we
trust you
showed
with
you
my
some
time.
of the highlights, DC, and there was a big knockdown there. Thought he might get the finish. We'll see if he gets it in the next round.
Well, if he lands that shot again, it will be over. It will be a finish. You don't recover from two of those types of strikes. He found the right moment. He found the opening and landed that big strike.
Ready.
All right, round two.
Yeah, when man becomes too dangerous, usually stops.
Johnny hurt bad. He's hurting really, really bad now. Oh, nice right hand.
Okay.
Back to his feet. Rips the body there.
Oh, landed some big shots, too. Stop this fight if he doesn't leave.
Hard inside leg kick.
Yeah, he got him.
This is big. That's big.
Nicely done there to keep his hands up and block that strike.
You don't even know how to throw them bad boys.
If he wants to keep the doctor out.
He's got to protect the cut, John, but he's also got to be very aware.
We're looking for a knockout off the kick.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money.
He's wobbling down.
Back to the feet. Goes down again.
Wow! He was able to block that shot.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with.
Big left hand.
Not throw.
What an absolutely crazy knockout here, and that's going to be a hard
He's a well
knockout
fighter.
from
He's
which
well
to
rounded
recover for his opponent. But the celebration is on. One of the biggest wins
I'll
of
be
the
there
UFC.
when when I
Massive
get
win
there.
for this young fighter.
I'll
He
be in
got
the
the
top 500.
knockout victory. What a performance.
When I'm a well-rounded fighter, I'll be in the top 500. See, men try to make men seem like women so they can feel like a man. That's what happens in same chromosome relationships. People ask how it works. Somebody has to make somebody feel less of themselves in order for it to work. Somebody has to feel less of themselves in order for it to work.
You ready to fight?
Who's that?
Ready.
And
Oh,
we
these
are
are
underway.
so- oh,
Throwing that jab, no good.
it's all good.
And he lands the hook.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight. Oh,
What?
submission
How did I get to the guillotine already, boy.
He
What?
said that he was
Say that.
very aware of what this guy brought
I
to the
didn't know you could
octagon,
do
and
it.
it showed in that defense.
I'm trying to stop the takedown.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Oh, right into mount.
Man, these guys, I tell you.
Nice transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
Because if I was to do the same thing to him, they would be hurt. You understand that, right? Like, the only reason why they're doing what they be doing
Great job of
is because
following
they
with the
be hurt.
hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full
They're like
guard.
girlfriends.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Making all these shots count. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. In the half guard. Side control.
Less than a minute now to go in round one. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude
It don't
work on
matter.
the mat?
You be skinhead, don't matter what you got.
Motions
I'm
on the
in
mat.
conversation I've heard about.
How good is this display of ground and pound tonight? Another elbow to the head.
It was like the third time.
Oh, and a cut has just opened up on his forehead. We'll keep an eye on it. It looks like he's setting up for a finish here.
He's got it locked in. He's bridging.
Do you think you gonna give me before the first round?
He's able to create enough
I'm gonna work
space
hard.
to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Regardless if I know that I'm losing this fight with him,
Just above the eye from that round.
I'll be there
So the
with him.
cut man's got to get in here, close that thing up. You don't want it becoming an issue here into this next round. All right, well, the cut man has got his work cut out for him, and I believe we have isolated the shot that caused that critical cut above the eye.
I mean, right above the eye, John. Too many damaging blows. He's got to
See,
change
men
something because now every
want
time he
me
gets
to
hit above the
dominate
eye, the blood will start to leak in his eye, making it almost
That's the difference
impossible
between men and
to
women.
fight.
Women dominate things without wanting to. Don't mean they don't want to.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands.
Oh, body shot. Those are digging.
See, he may take it to the ground again, but he gonna wait till like the third round to really like lock
Again,
that
going back to
submission.
the jab just out of
It's
range.
not gonna be this round.
He's going to try to take him down. There you go.
I'm already.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change
He
the
can block this.
complexion of this one.
Yep. Wait for it.
Knee on belly.
Oh,
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him
Block
off
that.
and get back up. Changing the position.
oh, trying to pass here, but
Don't understand, do you?
Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good
You've never
movement
been
to
in a
avoid that
situation
damage
that's really
coming
like
down.
that. You know what I mean?
Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
Moving his
I'm on the way to this game.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure
This is
position in
what
fighting.
being submissive is
You get an
about.
underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other,
I'm
and
teaching
then
you
you
something.
just go to work. It's
See
the
what I just
safest
did?
position, especially for a wrestler.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as
Now,
he
he's on the
attacks
bottom.
submission or big ground and pound. Nice.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Beautiful reversal on the ground.
Call this the Amazon position right here.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back
Do you understand?
to their feet after a pretty engaged
No, I'm a
battle.
pioneer, which means I produce male and female
Because they both had their moments,
gametes.
and they both showed true skill on the
Your mental does not come from your mind. It comes from your reproductive organs. That's what feminine and masculine energy is. Your reproductive organs.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips,
Chromosomes,
making sure he blocked
biology.
any attempt to get past his guard. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
And just when he beat in the body, that's when I flip the game. That's what women do. If you don't know nothing about women, it's not about knowing your competition. It's about knowing your needs. What checks you, like chess. Not what checks off your box. What things check you. And as men, no matter how dangerous you are, when the world lets women run rampantly, the only thing that checks a strong man is women. And if you still are sexually interested in women and you're a strong man, then they're going to try to do what I just showed you happens here. They're going to use, when you're going all in with your strength, as your weakness to flip it on. That's submission. That's what. It's not women are submissive. Women are submission.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Only a man would know that women are submission.
Nice body shot there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Body shot after body shot. He keeps landing these strikes, really zapping the gas tank.
Lands a knee to the head. Taller fighter once again finding the target with relative ease.
Nice punch to the head.
Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
And now I've learned that. You know what I mean? That's what women do to me.
That's a big thing whenever you're blocking high
They
kick,
make
man.
them
You
believe,
cannot
they
just
make
take the brunt of
men
that kick
believe
on
that
one arm.
their
You have to get that
strongest
cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
is somehow
Oh, he separates from the clinch.
actually doing something to them, because women can endure more pain than men can, based off of their bone structure in their body.
He's got to just throw everything at his opponent to try and find that punch or that kick that's going to end the fight. There is no time for strategy.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Side control now. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
No, he's really good at the ground game, and if I exert too much energy,
Really doing
then
a nice
I'm
job
going
getting
to
these
look way
shots
worse
home on the ground.
than just standing on my feet and
Oh,
losing
there's
quick
another ground
decision.
strike for good measure.
That was a slick transition.
triangle attempt now. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that triangle deep.
Oh, he's out. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his...
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough.
That guillotine is very tight.
Wow, fantastic submission defense.
You would not dominate me. See how I ended up on the top? At the end. Only at the very last second did I end up on top. But when they show you the results, I'm going to look like the victim. But if I have time and I improve myself, if I ever fight them again, and that's the only person that I'm fixated on, I'll beat them if that's the only person I'm fixated on.
All three judges scored this contest 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, the Warrior.
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you got to feel good about that. You got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight and getting a victory. You should be very proud of it.
There's more than winning in life. And that's when you really start to win in life. That's why in the women's song, they tell you that women are the players. You say, I broke it. No. You broke it.
Here we are, Scotiabank Arena, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I would think as an athlete, these type of rabid MMA crowds are something you absolutely feed off of.
Absolutely would love to fight in Canada.
I also put orders onto things. I do not just break things. That is also a part of the order, to break things. That's a part of the feminine order, to break things. And that's why they're submissive, because their job is to break you.
Oh, massive knee to the head.
Oh my goodness.
You do not fracture, and you cannot get stronger.
So 1 minute into the
They're
fight,
meant to break
and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3
So,
to 5 rounds tonight.
that's what they do in submission, because that hurts your pride and that hurts your ego. If somebody just knocked you out, that don't hurt. Like, it hurt, you feel it. But if it's a clean knockout, you don't really feel too much until you get back up. A submission? You can die in a submission. Yeah, you can die from a knockout. But your body is meant to survive knockouts. The way it's structured is meant to survive knockouts. That's why they created boxing, because it was safe enough to be dangerous enough to look at, to laugh at, to study, to learn something.
And back to his feet.
They could learn about anatomy, the way the body moves under pressure. Then psychology came in.
He's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but
He said, heck no.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his
You say no, but are they breaking?
Seems to be having fun.
All right, breaking the action here. No surprise to see the referee call for the doctor to look at that eye, which is essentially swollen shut at this
Do they
point.
break your emotions down
The inswell is not working.
before you get to a point
The swelling is
where
too
you're
much.
like,
You have to save the fighter from themselves.
I think they're going to stop this
I can
fight.
deal with
They
this?
stand corrected. Doctor's going
Do
to
they?
allow them to continue.
Do the females?
He's going to have to go for
Do the ladies?
Yeah, he won. He's got
Do the women?
You ready to fight?
Do the men who like men
Well, for my money, nothing like
and the
calling
ladies
fights
that
here
like
at the
ladies? Do they break?
Scotiabank Arena in
Do
Toronto.
they
A
submit
lot of big
you?
moments for your boy
Yes,
Max Bless
all of them
always.
do.
But
They
yeah,
put you
man,
into
Max.
submission, and you can die in the submission. The sin is, which sin is it? Which sin is bond? You understand? Bondage is sinful. That's why you could be a person that loves yourself so much that you could love yourself and someone else that's exactly like you and different at the same time. You can do that to someone who is not exactly looking like you. So it takes you out of it a little bit. I know life has been beautifully, awesomely ugly. You know, it's been everything fantastically and beautiful at the same time. Why would you give that up? You're like, I ain't doing that. Shoot, that's my road dog right here. But again, bondage is sinful. Imagine tying yourself up and looking at you. Imagine submitting yourself and looking at yourself at the same time. Imagine having an outer body experience where you see yourself being in a situation like that, but you can't do nothing about it. When it becomes to man and woman, top and bottom don't matter. Left, right, don't matter. Geometry don't matter. None of that matters. Bone structure, amount of force, damage over time, those kinds of things. Cheating, you cheaters. You're using sex to cheat. And that's why lust, right? A desire to be ahead of your time. And it don't even mean like in intelligence. Like that's a prodigy right there. It means a desire to be ahead of your time. Then your body tell you just because you can. Just because you got free will. See, women abuse free will. Men only get a glimpse at free will, and they only get a glimpse of free will through women. See, women was like, uh, you know, what is it? What about the bad boys been heaven? Close enough to it, right? See, what they don't understand is they're heaven, and they are also hell on earth, and it is up to them, their self, to keep themselves in whatever domain at whatever time that is correctly and properly necessary, and that cannot be learned from a woman. It can be done best by a woman, and it can only be done great by those who understand the divine feminine energy it takes. But the order of your heaven or your hell within inside of you without someone putting their hands on you can be divinely guided. But first, it must be divinely guided within inside yourself. If it's not divinely guided within you first, hell gonna take over. You have no choice. hell gonna take over, you have no choice. That's your life path. If you don't know how to switch from heaven to hell for a right reason, but you know how to switch from heaven to hell for the wrong reasons. If it start with you and it has nothing to do with your healing, then it's the wrong reason. If it start with yourself, no matter who you are, but most importantly, the women who are supposed to teach the men this properly. When you have this imbalance, get it? When you have this imbalance, not imbalance, not I am, not the N, get it? M, I'm. Then you got in balance. I in. I'm balanced versus in as in inward. And that could be physical or spiritual. Only if you know the difference between the two. Only if you know the difference between the two. And that is why, and only why, the direction of this heaven or hell can be guided by a man is because he's supposed to know the right ways to do things without being violent. Not because he knows how to do the most amounts of violence. Not because he do violence all the time, but he don't do violence all the time. My neck hurt. Whew. That was like the back of my head. You hear that? Like behind the ear, way back of the head. Pop, pop, pop. All the way through the skull. Off on the right side. Oh my goodness. You feel like you've been hit in the head? Yeah, that's me right now. See, this how the women be. Look, you can hit me with it. I don't care. Say it. I really don't care. I'm not gonna pull down my pants and be like, yeah, I'm a god. I'm older now, you know? Because I feel like at one point in time, or a real quick time, I woke up to who I was. And that's what I was facing. The reproductive, like, reconjoinment, because the two had separated. For me to finally understand my own, like, chromosomes, like, my biology type and stuff like that without needing to see it on like a paper or a scale or a timesheet or anything like that. It's like when you just shit. If anybody know what I'm talking about, only nigga I know what I'm talking about. Shit, he know what I mean. 50. Only nigga know what I'm talking about. 50 Cent. The only person that know what I'm talking about, every word, no matter how crazy it sounds, what it is, only person that know what I'm talking about. 50 Cent. The only person. Like when I talk, that's the only person. The wisdom always comes through for no matter who you are. But the silly parts, the parts you be like, yeah, I mean, I got some friends that know, but they don't always understand. Now, back to the ladies, right? The heaven or the hell. You are the one who always dictate it. You don't always get to choose whether outside of you is heaven or hell, because that's how you're going to describe it. But you get to determine inside yourself if you're going to be hell with hell. And two wrongs don't make a right in that way. It's not going to make your situation better. It's not going to make it more flowy. It's not going to make you feel more feminine when you become hell because things are stressful around you. And that's something you should be able to teach the men in a sensual way where they can then still be men and still be powerful, as in strong. Bible says man and woman need each other. I'm telling you why. I'm not preaching to you. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm telling you why. Because no matter how old you are, right now, you'll understand to an extent. Though no matter how old you are, it's not about getting to the end of the process. You haven't even thought about the end of the process because the end of the process is not something you think about. The end of the process is something that comes to you. The end of the process is something come to you, shake you up in the middle of the night. Rah. That'll be your arms tightening up, your heart pounding fast. You may have to go use the restroom. You may gotta go poop or pee. You may gotta go eat. You may need to, smell better. You may need to readjust yourself. You may need to turn the lights off, put the lights on. Now give me some time to quantum detangle what I just said, because I know it was a lot. Oh my gosh. I just gotta rub my face real quick and check back. Like, you alright? Yeah, my eyes are closed right now. Just let me think. Be like, look at me. No. I'm trying to find what I'm trying to say. Now I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to find it. I know the women with the strength and the men, you know what I'm saying? Heaven and hell, outside, inside, don't match that up. I'm the syllabus right now, so just just relax on me real quick. Wait a second. I don't even remember what I was describing. Talk about tip of the tongue theory. Could be because my face is a little sore too. That maybe I need to do that. All right, there's the nose, top of the head, back of the head, sides of the face. Oh, my face and my head. I feel like I've been punched in the face. Not the first time. Somebody want to get punched through the airways right now? I will punch you. I'll put you to sleep. What time is it? You need to go night night. There it is. Look that bad boy over to the right a little bit. Gosh. Yeah, I said the most of what I really need to say. That could have been the end of it. Maybe y'all tired of watching the screen. Y'all like turn this thing over. Don't gotta be talking to nobody. Don't gotta be talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to. That's why. That's the reason. I'm giving you an answer. Because you don't have to. With the way the world is set up, you can do everything that you need to do and not be all long, drawn out, and super elaborate. But that don't mean you don't have to be. It means you have the choice not to be, and that not be deemed a problem. So, what I was saying, that right there is what I was saying. If somebody know that, you know that. You know what I'm saying? That's for you. Because the front of my crown right now, working on that thing.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And maybe I'm
So what has
answering some
become
other
seemingly
stuff.
an annual stop for the
You know what I
MMA
mean?
leader, Rio de
Answering
Janeiro,
other
Brazil.
stuff.
We're back inside
And
UNSC
that's
Arena
the
here
reason why
tonight, and
what
you
I
can
had
expect
going
these
on didn't
Brazilians
need to
to
be
be
finished.
early,
And it will
to
come
be
back to
loud,
that.
and to get behind their fighters as usual.
Okay, that's where I
Every
gotta go.
time. I mean, they're loud. They're behind their guys. They almost propel Brazilian fighters to some of their greatest accomplishments and some of their best performances to date.
Leg attempt here. Nice job to catch the leg and work it into a takedown. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Look, I was trying. Look, I got the Jordan Buffy cat back. Purple, not even blue.
Big elbow there lands.
There it is.
He's hurt. He's wobbling.
That's how you put the little purple in there real quick. You put too much blue on
Oh,
there,
how good is this? 1 minute into the fight, and we got a full-on
man,
round.
it's superior. You see what happened to the game?
That they were going to point this
Can't
into
get
the
too much
octagon
sauce on
and
it.
they were going to fight. Did I believe
Break
them?
it down.
No. So right now, I am so
They
wrong. They are
already
doing
become
exactly
good on
what
me
they
and
said.
stuff
Yeah,
because I'm
shades of
good.
Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas back in the day. Oh,
It's
and so
my
now he
style.
lands another combination,
Right.
so it's never
I
just
do
one
that.
shot. There's always
So
2 or 3
curious.
coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job. Great punch.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Nice spinning attack to the body lands for him. Again, right back to the well
Look, they
with
got
that
some
body
powers
kick.
too. Look at it.
Well, he can. Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Right there. That's what I'm looking for.
Big right hand.
Just misses with that one. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. He is getting lit up. His face already has a big old cut on the side.
Nice job to control the range. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beach Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round.
I already know that.
What a start. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they
I'll
come.
be hurting my own
He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off.
I hurt my feelings by telling myself.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2.
That sounds like intentionally.
Started to do some really significant damage to the body here.
Every
Another
time it's
strike
like, you
lands
need
there.
to know that. And I'm like, you sure? What you mean? You gotta think about that and try to figure out if you should
Well, I
tell
think I can
yourself the
smell the
truth
blood
is
at
the
this
truth.
point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights
That's
ago.
what Ben
Blood
has.
is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And
And
it burns. John, it burns so bad.
it
When you
just
get cut like
burns
that,
through.
every time
You
a
know what I
shot
mean?
lands,
Yeah.
it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way
Like
to
if
not
somebody
take
else
and
had
limit
another,
the
they
damage
would
he's
take
taken
it
to
too.
this cut. Easier said than done, though.
You wonder if the offensive fighter's going
Yeah,
to
I
start to
can
get
match
frustrated
that
here.
level.
Most, if not all, of these shots are
But
getting
most times, it's kind of like a certain level.
He's in a world of
For
trouble
certain
now.
people,
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and
certain
he got right to the
caps,
target.
right? For
So
time
pretty good
and
recovery
space to
by the
bend
opponent
over.
after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta catch.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro.
Oh, he gets up. The question is for how long?
When you lift heavy weights, everything else falls underneath you.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
No way.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. That's it!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight.
That's why people look at what they be working out, and they don't understand. See, that's the reason why people be like, oh, crazy. I'll be the first AN KO. And I don't mean the spelling. I mean what I just said.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called to stop in this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout.
What they do is
Comeback kid.
they put the pressure on.
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win
Shucks.
tonight. You've only got
Weights are the
I
pressure.
mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the
Take that
producers,
out of it.
how soon can I get up?
It
There's
ain't
going to be a
about
party over there. Not only because of the
It
knockout,
ain't
but
about
that
that.
extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
It's not even about being powerful. You don't get a strong body by being the end result. You get a strong body by being the tiniest beginning, the hardest beginning, the most challenging stuff. And the list goes on in different ways, with different lows, valleys, and altitudes, highs to each one, especially if compared to one another. It's not about what you want, it's about what you don't. That's what exercise is. Because the only reason why you got to where you at right now. Not because what you were trying to get from. Because what you needed to get through. And how strong you got getting through. So the end result is what being able to power through things in a manner called strength, but not speeding through, and build discipline, cognitive ability. No matter who you are, if done in the negative, it still reaches valleys instead of altitude. No matter who you are. No matter how long you can stay alive, no matter how many skills you got, no matter how many people you got back to do these things in any way besides the way that they are meant. Is eons away from doing it the right way. Yes, you gotta get started. You have to also understand reform is not reshape. Reshape is recreation, leisure time. So just because somebody's not always in the gym, just because somebody not always posted in the gym, oh goodness, tongue. Let's start speaking in a different accent. It's because somebody not in there. Because somebody not in the gym don't mean that they not as active, if not as strong, if not as equally yoked as you are from life. Some people go into the gym and life don't have nothing on the gym. So we work out different. Some people know anything is possible. And they show you different ways that they show you. That's not right. We must not allow our pride, and that's women. Without a direction, that's not safe for us, but safe for them. Even if that direction is away from us. That's for those relationships. That's even more. That's friendships. That's anything, because anything that you do with anybody turns into a relationship. It may not be an intimate relationship in the sense called physical. But when we talk about spiritual, you're in a relationship with the entire world. That's the part that women are attempting to get over. When they say they're the bride. It's not about being the prize. It's the fact that everybody's a human having a spiritual experience. And your physical body is in relationship with whatever position that you are currently in. You entirely are in relationship with your spirit and everything that it is connected to, regardless of what you say or not. So by spiritual life, everyone is connected without doing anything at all. Has being in the same space called vicinity, environment, or time, or geographic location, different or indifferent from one another. Now, when the world changed and people start talking like this and, inventing things around, I'm not going to be able to say I was right or I told you so. I've done that. But moving forward, as time goes on, that's not the direction that I'm trying to be in. I'm saying that I'm wrong. just for something like that. It's not due to pride. It's based off awakening. Now, if you want to stay asleep, there are consequences to that. If you want to wake, consequences to that. I do not have that. I just got like, I'm the one with the gold hair and the purple. Well, let's get it started. That's what I remember, I just be chilling. You know when they say tap in, if you always tapped into your body, then you'll only have to tap into the world around you. People mistake that as anger, sadness.
We're back in the tri-state area tonight. 8-line Newark, New Jersey, inside the Prudential Center. The Devils are not here. The UFC athletes are here, and hoping for some more UFC history inside these walls tonight, champ.
From the 76ers to the Devils, you understand the fans in this area know sport. So you better be ready to give them a show tonight, or they're going to boo you out of the building.
Being right don't make you feel better. If anything, being right, the way I be right, regardless if it was always working in my favor.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, certainly a lot of respect on both sides, but a lot more respect than action, at least thus far.
Yeah, boo, I'm booing. I'm not even in the crowd. I got to catch myself. You need to go in there and fight. Come on, man. It's a video game.
Say that.
Somebody do something. Go forward and fight.
But then again, you would have to know what happiness is.
Oh, nice counter, yes.
Oh, huge block there. Back and forth we go.
This what?
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot. I mean, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
That one connected.
It may feel like that by the end of it.
Push kick there to the body.
That's why they
he didn't like that one. He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Oh, lands another hook. Push kick there to the body. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now it's starting to show. Block that punch.
I'm so far away.
It's a pretty fast jab. Oh, damage done. Bleeding from his cheek now.
I'm not just right about individual situations, such as one-on-one situations.
Under a minute to go. And he caught the kick.
It's beautiful.
He's been working hard defensively. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up.
Global,
but you do not want
universal.
to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
You know,
he lands another strike
the
to the body.
that somehow
has to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into.
Did not hit Earth. Nobody knew about, unless you cared to know about that.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly.
That was coming directly towards Earth.
I guess if you are going to be cut open,
and just somehow went around it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding.
In a specific shape.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Okay.
Here we are, early round two.
How long was Halloween?
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back
How
and
long
forth
ago was
action
Halloween?
in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times
How
where
long
they
ago
came
did I say
together
that
and you
happened?
saw the skill level
Well,
of
way
these two
before
fighters.
that happened. What work did I put in? Well, way before that happened.
Well, new round, same narrative. He
Nothing to
continues
be
to
talked
punish
about.
the body yet again, just as he
Because
did in the previous frame.
there's no need to explain. There's no way to be explained.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
I'll tell you everything that you know. I'll tell you, but you'll do this. You'll just use a weapon. I mean, you'll just make it into a weapon that you call a toy.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the
I
body.
can't do nothing about that, man.
Just the wherewithal.
I don't know
to
nothing
the
about
body
it. You know what I'm
and the
saying?
discipline
I
to
can't say
stay
that
with
I'm
that
proud of
approach.
that,
I mean,
that situation.
it's just tremendous.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Mission
Who,
accomplished.
you know
It
him?
does not get much better than
He
that.
got some money.
Oh,
They got some money, bro.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round
I'd
one.
say
You
so.
can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Back and forth we go. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range.
great
Bro.
kick to the body. You know, when guys start to tell you, kick me here,
Did you
and they
think
start
that
to posture,
you don't
that
even
means that what you're
understand
doing is actually taking
what
effect on
happened
them.
and why that dude stood there so long?
2 minutes to go.
You don't understand how many times I did
Did a
not
great
pick
job setting up that high kick.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chair.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, and now uppercut.
I'm gonna try not to lose. I'm gonna
Once
try
again,
my best
looking for
not
that
to lose.
highlight reel KO with that front kick. Oh, his right eye keeps taking damage. Looking
Give
pretty
it my
swollen
all.
now.
That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skills on display.
Grips the body there. Oh, that's a beautiful land downstairs with the kick.
That's why I take my time going to the body, because when I go to the body, I run.
Slips to avoid the right. Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of
That's right.
kicks there.
We thought the kicks would be a key tonight, and they sure have been.
Oh, blood is dripping
Take so
from
many
his
of
lips.
those down.
Final seconds here. Round 3 next. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the fighter's got a cut on his lip, not necessarily a Robbie
Yeah, I'm the guy
Lawler
first.
lip opening, if you know what I'm talking about, but certainly something
Have the
that
guy
could
in
be a
the
source of
yes, I'm the
adversity
guy
here
in the
moving
yes.
forward. Cut man in there quickly to try to shore it up. All right, let us show you the highlights now from that previous round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous 2 rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Nice job blocking the elbow. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Push kick there to the body. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Just digs into the body.
Doug has shot every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
And a knee.
It's what now? Let me check.
Back to his feet.
Oh, he got him real good, too.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, nice right hand on the chin, yeah.
Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here. Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Feels like the beginning of the end.
Oh, he hurt him again.
And that will do it.
Oh, my God.
With a huge knockout tonight.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's going to be on fire. How about it? I mean,
Nobody knows if you break a rib unless you tell them that you broke a rib. How do I know? Because my ribs are broken. May still be broken. And nobody knows. Besides an x-ray and me. Where we at? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Where was I before? 13 something? No, I was at 19 something. Alright. A lot of people just went down. Well, they went up. I mean, shucks. Wow. All right. Chill. Wait a second, body. Oh. Alright. I can't be laughing that way right there. Shucks. I had to calm my laugh down before it got real scary. They say cackler. It's not a cackler.
Ready to fight?
I'm gasping for air.
here we go.
I'm laughing for my life. Don't you ever underplay my
All right,
life
first
like
round
this
is
a
underway
fake
here.
laugh.
We say in mixed martial arts, it's one thing to have the region
Get
advantage.
all the
It's
air,
another thing to use
oxygen
it.
I
We'll see
can
if
be
he can get
getting,
that jab going.
carbonation
He
you
has
be
got
getting
to
on
fight
those.
tall. He's
I'm
got to
all
stay
bubbly, that's why my
at
stomach
range,
is
use his
big
length to give his opponent problems, trying to bring the fight
Big
into a closer distance.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
What you thought, baby? I usually do this without talking.
Straight punch. Wow, huge head kick. Big right hand there.
Let me see.
Head
We
kick
got.
blocked.
He said, kick him. My bad. Kick him.
Circling to his right. Oh, big kick
You
lands
funny.
flush.
I mean, he's cutting him down the sides with this beautiful leg.
You right.
Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek.
Dang. That's it.
That was a solid punch.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad.
First.
This guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Nice block.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He can't even stand.
Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true.
big liver kick lands under the elbow.
That right eye's looking pretty swollen.
He remind me of dude from Ghost Rider.
Big left hand there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
I'm trying to get him to do that.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Beautiful defensive skill by this person.
Oh, man, that eye looks so swollen now. You've got to wonder whether or not that might be a fractured orbital.
It's alright. Wait till next time.
That hit. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands.
You
Now
gotta
he got to
be
go find that follow-up attempt.
On the
kill
last
shot
one,
is
too.
what they call it, to go and end
See,
the
when the
fight.
bell rings,
All right, so the round is
can't
over.
block
You
it.
see, obviously, the
so
fighter
whatever
has a
pitch
cut on
or
his cheek
whatever it is
sustained
it's
in
going,
that round.
you
But
still it going.
You ready to fight?
Especially if you're right.
round 2 underway. That punch was deflected. Nicely done. Nice spinning attack there and able to land to the body.
Yeah. That's he's out of range, too. You gotta chill with your judgment. You gotta chill.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me.
Because you may be, you said you came in here originally very straight. I feel your energy and your intention. Now, if you want to play the game, you play the game. I'm not saying
What a
don't give the card.
performance by this young man, knocking his
But you
opponent
can't
out
be
with
so
a
in
single
your
shot
head
like that.
about things happening the way that you want them to happen that you don't let things turn into a miracle. You understand? It's got to be the miracle. The fun is not knowing. I mean, the fun is knowing not how fun it is. It's not if you're good enough. Oh, yeah, now. Alright. Let me check something. Wait a second. Evolution. So it's chin strength all the way up. Accuracy is all the way up. And do I want cardio to be a body strength? Cardio. I mean, I may have to wait a little bit longer. On the ground game. That's alright. Hope I can remember this. Ooh. That's true. What do you have to have this? Oh my goodness. All right, submission defense. Oh, submission offense. Resistant. Have you checked out my page yet? Have you seen it in my reels on YouTube? Maybe it's for honor there too. I don't remember what I posted last. I do play for honor from time to time. Are you just looking for me to agree with you? My goodness. No. What did I do wrong here? Alright, chin strength is cool. Let me do this side first. Then I'll do the other parts. Alright, smooth, smooth. Yeah, I got some. I do play for honor. Don't have any clips on. I may have some clips on my page. Got some clips on TikTok. For sure. Like 3-minute long videos. TikTok has flipped your reality. I must do this again. Prestige 5. What? Okay, wait a second. I think I can definitely afford this. Yeah, right? I can do this. I don't really judge things that have no brain for themselves. That's irrelevant and it's not progressive to my development or the development of the world. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, you know, email. I mean, you do whatever you do. That's cool. That's fine. I mean, If you were here a long time ago, you would understand the game that you may be playing has played itself. You know what I mean? Oh, really? That's what they the same thing. Somebody who's watching from the outside looking in. Which way? You gotta do both of them. All right, you gotta add a lot more to that list though. You just gotta put every, what is it, independent standing brand by itself again. You just put the rest of that in there, and then it's all the same. That's what your auntie be doing. How you know? Your aunt told you that? Oh my goodness. They probably were just playing around. They probably do way worse than that. Because these were all definitely free. And recovery was at least like 4 right there. Now, most importantly, punches. I mean, yeah, I know I went past it, but I really don't. I'm reading. I'm not looking at the symbol. I'm just reading the thing for real. Free for work. Cool. So that's what they got there. Um, that's not the nature of apps. That's the nature of the Apple. And if you don't know that, then what you know, I know. There's some other things I know. It's beyond that. Much deeper than that. Much more complex. It's just something to talk about. You bored, I'm bored, we all bored. It's like Ed, Ed, and Ed. So technically, people are already closed in, and they use the apps so that they can be more open. Why are you asking personal questions? We here to play video games. Yeah. Everybody is still learning about themselves. The true question here is, do you know yourself? That's the most important thing. All right. The negations towards you liking men, we know that. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of it. Oh my goodness. I knew that's what you was about to do. I knew it. You trying to get me emotional. No thank you. That's the most important part here. I appreciate that. I don't know what this music talking about. I just got it playing, you know what I'm saying? Women just be so out about it like that too. I think I can compensate a 3 takedown. I think I can deal with that if my ground game is good. Make some defense. It's at a 3. That's cool. Because this is going to cause me more problem, and if I get on the ground, that'd be fine. Just have to deal with it. This is 40 for like 4.5. That's going to be 18. Alright. Go up any further than that. Cardio is like how much energy you burn for the things that you lack. Right? I don't think that's possible. You can't be more than what something already is. I can't hear this. I'm reading this right now. So you are putting us through an exercise. Hear me out though. Wait, check this out. But what if I put this back here? What you think about that? That's what you're trying to set me up for. That's what it is. They trying to give me a colonoscopy in words right now. It's a setup. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like, let me check your temperature. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, all right. What you think about this? You got an argument? Which side are you on? And what is your philosophy? Let me know the philosophy before you got an argument. You got an argument. What's your philosophy? I got an argument. What is your philosophy before you start arguing stuff? What are you trying to dictate? Like, I will stand for this. I don't even know which side of this you are on. That's funny. Good. Oh my goodness. Same. That's why I had to start to get to the laughing part before I got to the serious part. You know what I mean? I'm listening. More. Okay, body, cardio, resistant, recovery. Oh, oh, you a cynical jokester. You know what? This is probably the perfect place for the darkness. I understand. I understand. I get it. It be that way. It don't involve emotion. It just involves a person facing himself through pain caused by someone else. That's called execution. The problem is, I understand, regardless of which side I stand on. I have not and will not be giving my standpoint on the side of that. for right now. To understand it makes you laugh. Now, grappling strikes. What are we doing here? Health is already banging decently. You know what I'm saying? Takedown defense was up there. I don't really need that if I could be on the ground. I should never even, I understand how diabolical you are. That's what I understand. I like the way you put that. The way you put it, without being able to put the expression and the emotions behind it. That was funny. With the shades on and everything. Yeah. I'm just trying to finalize this thing and then try not to get beat up this next fight. That's what I'm gonna try to do. It's challenging making these decisions right here because I would like to win the next fight, and I already know my boxing is not at 4. The punches definitely are not. Ground strikes can do something. I mean, if I can get back up, but say somebody's real good at submission. I can submit from the bottom. I can get up from the bottom. Bottom reserves more energy, but if my cardio is decent, then I can move the cardio like 1 and then the bottom game up a few cardio. Cut resistance out right. And then the bottom game. And then I'll be able to do, dang it. Now, I could do this one for exactly 30, or I could do any other one for just 1. Wait a second. Wait a second. What? Oh, okay, wait a second. Improve all punches first. I was about to be like, I missed that on that. Okay, all right. Sluggish. We don't want that problem though. Bottom game was on fun. I did that. That's smooth. All right, this is what we doing. Let's see how this goes. Let me look at this again. All right. Now, to see what it looked like, it's going to be different too. I should be getting off here soon. I probably gonna get my butt kicked, then get off. We got this. We got this. We got this. And I tried to cross my arms, and my knuckles hit each other, and they like friction each other. Ever catch yourself up against something? And get stuck for a second. All right.
You ready to fight?
Anything's possible.
Ready.
All right, here we are back in Montreal at the Bell Center, and with respect to all of the MMA fans globally around the world, for my money, this is the loudest venue I have ever heard for a UFC live.
If they say that the United Center is the home that MJ built, this is George St. Pierre's home, the Bell Center in Montreal. And I'm telling you, man, when the hometown boy hits the curtain, these people go crazy. This is a phenomenal fight environment.
Fast pace here in the early going. Nice counter left hook. Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was gonna take it to this guy. That is exactly what he's doing as we start this fight.
Nice straight right lands.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful. Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Always busy here in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
And now some knees.
It's just more bad.
Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
I'm not grappling
his coaches
because I'm
are
not good.
wondering, where's the
It's
Vincent?
because everybody
We
good
worked on this.
whenever
We
I
knew
start
this
grappling.
would be an attack that they would come with. Why are you not doing what we've trained? He's got to change something, man. He's got to tuck that elbow. He's got to roll and turn. He cannot continue to take these body shots. Huge knee lands to the ground.
Pretty good series of knees by him there, DC. And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Big ground and pound.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Also saved by the ground. He was getting grounded and pounded something fierce there near the end of the round. You see it's going to take him a good chunk of these 60 seconds between rounds just to get back to his feet. So a big moment here at the end of the round. We'll see if he can recover in time to make the walk here for this next.
That's the end of the round. I was about to reverse the tables. Hitting with Jericho's off real quick. Oh, the lead.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Head off. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Flush knee lands to the body by the title fight.
You gonna stop the knee, bro? Stop the knee.
Oh, nice right hand. That takes many of those.
Back to the feet now.
Another one.
Another knockdown. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Oh. Gets to the single collar tie now. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has... Oh, big knee!
I guess I'm gonna go back up.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch.
What is it?
Oh, he smells blood in the water. Got to start looking for the finish here.
Boxing. I was starting to be done with this.
Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is
It don't
there.
work.
And he needs... Oh!
Okay.
My goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it
I didn't get
coming,
this
so
far
back to the
every
drawing
time.
board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
You get further losing fights than winning fights. Look towards the lady. They'll show you better than anybody else. You win more from losing a fight than you do winning a fight. But when it comes to women and women, they care about winning the fight. And that's why they always lose when they come together, because they're trying to win. They learn when it comes to loss when it's dealing with the men. And then they run to the women and they want to win and be happy all the time, and they all learn too much. They run away from the men because they learn it too much, and it make them emotional go that way. You know what I'm saying? And then it's disagreements amongst both of them. That stacked on top of life, other things, problems. 2,593. It's all right. It's all right. It's not bad. It doesn't hurt my pride at all. Not really. I know I'll get further. It's a matter of time. All right. Maybe the next prestige.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, the MMA leader back in London, England. It's amazing to think back to UFC 75 when the UFC first came to the UK. Now you're talking about 25 shows in the United Kingdom, but few markets as rabid about mixed martial arts as London is.
And the moment you saw guys like Michael Bisping start to fight in the UFC, he seemed as though he was alone. Now there are a number of English fighters who dream of headlining this arena.
Hook is there again. And that one certainly found the target. Missed with that attempt. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. You take a hook like that, you are on wobbly leg. Left hook, right hand.
Big hook. Lands another huge hook. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picket. Go and pick the fruit.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output at pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
That punch no good. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. but he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Now he's backed up.
Oh, big left hand there. Oh, he continues to attack that bloody cheek. His face is a mess. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
Yeah, that face is killing.
All right, let's re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. I try to do the best blocking I can.
They just too, look, they fast.
Ready.
Round 2 here.
They're throwing a 3-punch combination. I'm trying to find in between this.
Big shot to the head.
Just out of range with that strike. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes on this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments. Nice, solid punch from him.
Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's...
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. Yeah. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a...
Ain't no way.
He's hurt bad. He has to evade, stay at space.
Big right hand there. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, uppercut.
Nice job defensively there as he keeps his hands up, not just protecting his face, but also what is a pretty significant.
You cannot allow that to get hit anymore because the...
It's a body shot. Always a body.
There it is!
Oh, my goodness!
That has got to feel good!
Oh, boy!
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice.
Did they do Drake song for girls? That's exactly what they did. Yeah, it did. I definitely did. I do like it hurt too. It's all the way through both the same big things. Let's see what we got. Not bad. Alright. I'm gonna lose one more and then I'll get off. Alright, I won't put you through too many losses more.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever.
Oh, pretty sneaky there to get the ankle pick. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. We'll see if he tries to change levels here. Trips his opponent with the ankle pick.
An ankle pick takedown. We're so used to seeing singles, doubles, high crotches. When an ankle pick is hit, you applaud the guy doing the technique.
Push kick there to the body. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head.
Oh, how good was the timing on that ankle pick? Both fighters get up now. 2 minutes have gone by here, round one. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover stepping overhead here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
That was nice.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Nice. Nicely done. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. And he connects there.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Oh, connects with the 1-2. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though...
Oh, how about the ankle pick there? Well, if the single leg, the double leg's not working, go deep into the well, and the ankle pick was there for a minute.
Boy, you got to keep digging into that toolbox. He has so many different attacks. We saw that right now with that beautiful ankle pick.
Oh, straight punch. Oh, you land, I land is how we're doing here. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh, nice ankle pick to get the fight back to the canvas. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Changes levels. Oh!
Stands him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the wrong end of that?
Not, I mean, honestly.
I knew that was coming. And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Collar tie here in the clinch. Oh, you gotta like that as a two-time United States Olympian as he goes to the ankle. Oh!
What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. What a tight armbar.
Making all these shots count. Holding the position, still working for a submission. All All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Holding the position.
Fighting for it. He wants it bad. Big ground and pound.
Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job. Watch.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He's able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Beautiful leg kick lands. He's got the single collar tie.
Oh, beautiful job with the ankle kick to get him down. Now we'll see where he chooses to go from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Well, significant swelling now in and around that left eye. Might even be starting to close.
Nice jab.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he is trying to chase down that finish. Look at that finish there. High crotch shot. He picked the back ankle by reaching all the way across.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Well, he's been rendered defensive at this point, but a nice job getting his hands up to protect.
Bad.
Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs.
Why is he wobbled?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Daniel.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Oh, ankle pick to get this fight down.
Great block there.
Well, he doesn't need space. Beautiful connection there on the clinch. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Oh, heavy shots raining down.
It's funny.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, sneaky there. The ankle kick is good.
Okay.
Final seconds of this fight. Well, the fight goes the distance, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how you end a fight. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Comeback Kid.
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision, and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that from start to finish, and he wins a unanimous decision.
The most significant strikes. Most cover strikes. Landed. And the most total strikes thrown. I didn't even know how those many strikes in the game. I blocked him right over his plate. I had 39 or 54 total strikes. 16 out of 15. Significant strikes 2 times. In that last round, I had 2 stunts, 2 wobbles, 1 knockdown, 13 out of 57 significant strikes, 19 out of 72. Come on, man. Come on, definitely won that last match. That last one. First round. That second one. I was in 3,000. I'm sure I'll still be in 3,000. Getting off at 2,400. Cool. I'm gonna get off this thing. Stuff to do. Much love. This too. Gotta get off of TikTok as well. Alright, since I started TikTok first, I'll get off the YouTube because it was started